Salesforce LWC interview questions and answers. 1. What are Lightning Web Components, LWC? Answer. We can build Lightning components using two programming models: Lightning Web Components, and the original model, Aura Components. Lightning Web Components are custom HTML elements built using HTML and modern JavaScript. Lightning Web Components and Aura Components can coexist and interoperate on a page. To admins and end users, they both appear as Lightning components. Lightning Web Components uses core web component standards and provides only what's necessary to perform well in browsers supported by Salesforce. Because it's built on code that runs natively in browsers, Lightning Web Components is lightweight and delivers exceptional performance. Most of the code we write is standard JavaScript and HTML. 2. What is the file structure of Lightning Web Components? Answer. My component folder my component, HTML my component, JS my component, JS meta.xml my component.css my component.svg. The folder and its files must follow these naming rules. 1. Can't contain a hyphen, dash. 2. Must begin with a lowercase letter 3. Can't include whitespace, contain only 4. Alphanumeric or underscore 5. Characters can't end with underscore, must be unique in the namespace, can't contain 2 consecutive underscores. 3. How can you display components HTML conditionally? Answer. If true, false directive to a nested tag that encloses the conditional content. Template if true, false directive is used to display conditional data. 4. How we can bind data in LWC? Answer. In the template, surround the property with curly braces, property. To compute a value for the property, use a JavaScript getter in the JavaScript class, getProperty. In the template, the property can be a JavaScript identifier, for example, person, or dot notation that accesses a property from an object, person, firstname. LWC doesn't allow computed expressions like person, to, name, John. Five. How we can pass data from HTML to JS controller? Answer. We can use the onChange attribute to listen for a change to its value. When the value changes, the handleChange function in the JavaScript file executes. Notice that to bind the handleChange function to the template, we use the same syntax, handleChange. Six. How we can iterate list in Lightning Web Component, LWC? Answer. When using the for each directive, use for item equals current item to access the current item. This example doesn't use it, but to access the current item's index, use for index equals index. To assign a key to the first element in the nested template, use the key equals unique ID. Directive. To apply a special behavior to the first or last item in a list, use the iterator directive, iterator. Iterator name equals array. Use the iterator directive on a template tag. Use iterator name to access these properties. Value. The value of the item in the list. Use this property to access the properties of the array. For example, iterator name, value, property name, index. The index of the item in the list. First, a Boolean value indicating whether this item is the first item in the list. Last, a Boolean value indicating whether this item is the last item in the list. 7. Can we display multiple templates? Answer: yes, we can. We can import multiple HTML templates and write business logic that renders them conditionally. This pattern is similar to the code splitting used in some JavaScript frameworks. Create multiple HTML files in the component bundle. Import them all and add a condition in the render method to return the correct template depending on the component state. The returned value from the render method must be a template reference, which is the imported default export from an HTML file. 8. What are the public properties in Lightning Web Component? Answer: public properties are reactive. If the value of a public property changes, the component re-renders. To expose a public property, decorate a field with that API. Public properties define the API for a component. 9. How to set property from parent component to child component. Answer: to communicate down the containment hierarchy, an owner can set a property on a child component. An attribute in HTML turns into a property assignment in JavaScript. How we can pass data from parent component to child component. Answer: LWC support one-way data transfer from parent to child. A non-primitive value, like an object or array, passed to a component is read-only. So the component cannot change the content of the object or array. As a result, if the component tries to change the content, we will get errors in console. Thanks for watching Salesforcestart.